Hello, this is Amy Finehouse reporting from Got3 News. Today we'll be exploring the intriguing topic of mandatory military service in South Korea. The main argument of our report today is that mandatory military service has a positive effect on a male K-pop star's career. Mandatory military service in South Korea was introduced through the conscription law of 1965. The law states that male South Korean citizens from the ages of 18 to 35 must enroll in military service. Shortly, our Asian news correspondent Saeji will be hitting the street to see if random men know their basics of mandatory military service and get their perception of it.
Thanks, Amy. Hello, this is Saeji. I'm currently in the city of Gangnam.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Now let's go find some men.
Ready, go!
So I'm here asking random men about military service in Korea. Will you be able to share some of your experiences with us?
Certainly. Let me explain to you youngsters why the conscription system is perceived the way it is today. Perception of military service in South Korea was and continues to be largely negative due to these significant historical events. If you go back all the way to the Joseon dynasty, the Neo-Confucian ideology said that the court honored scholars more than soldiers. And most recently, the countless casualties that South Korea suffered during the Korean War due to inexperienced men being drafted into the military created a largely negative image. Yet, the turn of domestic and international events worked in favor of establishing military service as a Korean male citizen's duty again. One of these significant events was the death of Park Chung-hee's wife by a North Korean agent, which created an impending threat of war and placed a greater importance on national security. And most significantly, Park Chung-hee's conscription reform policy meant harsher punishment for evaders. Evaders were deprived of economic opportunities and prevented them from securing a livelihood. In a society when men's authority is based on their earning power, unemployment symbolizes a loss of their potential and actual status as family heads and threatens their sense of manliness. Although the threat of war lessened in the 1980s and onward, the government has continually backed Korean media to convince the media of the notion that military service is a man's duty. You can see this even in recent variety shows like Real Men and dramas like Descendants of the Sun.
I'm here with
Unsung Lee, Yoosuk Lee, Kangin from Super Junior.
Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm a 21-year-old studying finance at Yonsei University. Unemployed. I'm kind of a big deal.
Have you gone to the military yet?
Not yet. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna quiz you on some basic military knowledge. Are you up for that?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, buddy.
From what year was mandatory military service for South Korean males introduced?
1667, 1969, 1965.
That's correct. What's the oldest age you can enlist in the military?
40? 69, 35.
That's correct. So the youngest age is 18, while the oldest age is 35. How much are normal privates paid on a monthly basis during military service?
300,000 won.
Bruh.
Less than me. 163,000 won.
Turkey. What are your thoughts about the military?
It was the worst time of my life. Right after I graduated high school. So once I got out of the military, all my friends were having the time of their lives in university, getting job offers left and right. And then there's me. Because I haven't gotten any university education yet, employers refuse to hire me. And I'm too dumb to go to university. After 2 years, I was just learning to shoot guns. But the worst part is, my beautiful girlfriend left me. It was something that I had to do to make me become a real man and someone who loves my country to my fans. As a global K-pop star, I represent Korea wherever I go. So I have to make sure to maintain the best image of myself. And that's not possible if I don't go to the military. Like, look what happened to MC Mall. My image would have been ruined forever just like him. Back in 2010, MC Mong was accused for removing 2 teeth in order to avoid mandatory military service. Although months of trials revealed that he had removed the teeth for legitimate health reasons, he was sentenced to a suspended jail term of 6 months for deliberately delaying enlistment on false grounds. But more significantly, his image in South Korea was damaged, and he went on a 4-year hiatus from all public appearances. The reason why MC Mong's career suffered so much, even though he was proven not guilty, is because not going to the military means you're not a real man in the eyes of the Korean people. Especially for male K-pop stars who the people see as representatives of the Korean male to the world, the consequences are drastic. That's why stars Eric and Andy even changed their US citizenship to Korea to join the military. They knew if they wanted any chance to succeed in the K-pop industry, they had to obtain the image of a real man. But even though I was away for 2 years, I was able to resume my career with my boys, and now we're bigger than ever. Album sales while I was gone was at about 240,000 in 2010. When I came back in 2012, we recorded Sexy Free and Single, which generated album sales of 360,000, and we haven't decreased drastically since. This is possible because SM Entertainment strategically scheduled the release of our Sexy Free and Single album in July, 3 months after I came back. Entertainment industries do this all the time to maintain the fan base and popularity of K-pop stars who have been out of the limelight due to military service. Our former SM Entertainment veterans, Xinhua, is again a great example of this. It took 3 years for all 6 members to complete their military service from 2008 to 2011. Yet, they're the only first-generation idol group that has not disbanded and is still active to this day. I think it's every South Korean man's responsibility to go to the military and be able to defend the country when necessary.
So following our thrilling adventure to Gangnam, we discovered 2 things. First, male K-pop stars must participate in military service to portray the image of nationalist and a respected man that is required by a South Korean society. According to Janet Hilts in South Korean Popular Music and Masculinity, hegemonic masculinity is the configuration of gender practice that legitimizes the dominant position of men and the subordination of women. She states that 3 ways South Korean men can attain their hegemonic masculinity are participating in military service, acting as the primary family breadwinner, and avoiding childcare in the home. According to Seungsook in the Production and Subversion of Hegemonic Masculinity, evading military service is punished by South Korea's conscription law with reduced economic opportunities, and failure to participate eliminates 2 of the 3 perceived ways to become a true man. For a K-pop star, this most likely means a tarnished image for the rest of their career. Thus, completing military service has a significant positive impact on the careers of K-pop stars as they are able to promote the image of masculinity and nationalism. Second, the careers of male K-pop stars do not suffer any consequences or major setbacks from the approximate 2 years absence due to the reintegration system set in place by the entertainment companies. Despite the rapidly increasing competition in the K-pop industry, K-pop stars are able to smoothly resume their careers upon return from military service because entertainment companies strategically schedule projects to reintegrate artists back into the music industry. According to statistics provided by major South Korean entertainment groups, in 2016 alone, a total of 83 new idol groups debuted. Although this would lead many to believe that artists in the military will be forgotten by the wave of new talents, entertainment companies are aware of the impact of military service on their male K-pop stars. Super Junior was one of our main examples because, as Kangin stated, once he returned in April 2012, a new album was already released by July 2012. Therefore, a strategic approach exists within the K-pop industry that supports male stars after completing their service and further encourages stars set to enlist. This has been Amy Finehouse reporting from Got Free News.